to get my water. Cheers. Hey. So I decided that I'm going to continue doing this thing, but I won't count. Um, I achieved my goal of 25 days, and I think I will still number them on my thumbnails just to keep just so that I can keep track. But I am not going to come in and say this is day number so and so because I may miss a day or two or not. We'll see. But anyway, welcome back to Antonia's Blissful Corner. I'm Antonia, the introvert whisperer. And so yesterday we achieved 25 days. I decided to go to live for 25 days, and yesterday was the last day, and I'm grateful. But what that did was it helped me to basically show up and then also develop a habit. So now this is going to be a habit. So it's going to be just me live showing up because I feel like talking about something. And I'm actually about to, well, today we're going to be talking about boundaries. You know, that word that sounds like it's serious, but don't worry. We're going to laugh through this one tonight. A few years ago, more than a few years actually, maybe about 10ish years ago, someone said to me, it was actually an older cousin, and they said, "You have too many boundaries." And I will admit that at the time I did not know what they meant by that. I did not. Because I'm like, huh? Now I do, right? Because when you tell someone no, or when you're not, that's what it was. It was like I had too many boundaries and I was inflexible. And I realized when I consider that conversation, I realized that when you say no or when you do not honor someone's request, uh, then you're the bad guy, right? Because then it's almost as if like you're choosing to not compromise. You're choosing to basically stand your ground or honor yourself by, you know, doing whatever. Fast forward to today, I know perfectly well what boundaries are, and I'm perfectly fine with basically putting them up whenever I need to, wherever I need to, because boundaries are basically a way of protecting one's peace. So let's start with the t-shirt that I'm wearing tonight. Recharging, please come back never. I got this t-shirt from T-Shirts Denim. At T-Shirts Denim, they help you to express yourself without saying a word. And honestly, that is every introvert's dream, isn't it? We don't want to talk. We don't want to do small talk. And sometimes we wish people would read our mind. And what better way than to wear a t-shirt so that they can read our mind, right? This one says, recharging, please come back never. Now, when I first saw it, I cracked up. But then I thought, wait a second. That's actually quite deep. Because for introverts, recharging isn't optional. It is maintenance. It's very necessary. And that please come back never, well, it's not shade. That's a boundary. Because sometimes we don't want them to come back. We don't. It's our polite way of saying, I love you, but not right now. I'll call you. um Here's what I have realized. Boundaries could mean anything that protects your peace. Anything that keeps you balanced, grounded, and aligned with your emotions. Sometimes that means saying no to an invitation. Sometimes it means not answering your phone. At times, it means even not looking at it. I do that all the time. Late last year, I decided that Sundays would be my day off, right? So that would be the day when I do no social media. I really don't care that much for social media to begin with, but I look forward to Sundays because that is the day when I do no scrolling. I don't record any messages. I don't post anything. I don't even check. The only social media that I do on Sunday is YouTube. And that's because YouTube is actually my entertainment hub also. So basically, this, me recording now, because at the time I wasn't really recording, but it will be the one day that if I had something to post, then I might post it there, but usually not. If anything posts on Sunday on any of my social media, those are pre scheduled on scheduling apps, namely Metrical. I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, so I've learned the art of scheduling so that I don't have to feel pressured with basically figuring out what to do, how to do, um, except for some spur of the moment stuff, and even those, yeah. But if anything posts on Sunday, those were already scheduled, and I forget, schedule and forget. So um, yeah. So boundaries, what is it? First of all, that is one of my boundaries. So me choosing to not post and to schedule, for me, that is a boundary, because then like it allows me to take Sundays off, right? And so from like, if my phone isn't active to begin with, so it's not like I'm talking to a whole bunch of people or anybody or anybody. So for me, like, even the phone gets a nice rest on Sundays. Like today, since this is the first weekend in November, I did spend a lot of time today contemplating content and scheduling them for the month. And like, and it's funny because when I'm able to basically schedule for the month, I feel so relieved, because I'm like, I don't have to check. Now, one of the bad habits, or one of the bad things about that, is when I schedule it, I really do forget it. So I don't even go back to check on anything, which is not good, because sometimes people comment and I miss, interacting with people, for that. But I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try to figure out a way to remember to go into the apps. I still have an issue with going into the apps, but I get over it. Um, so yeah. So um that being one of my boundaries is one of the ways that I stay sane. During the week, if I wake up and I don't feel like recording a message, I give myself permission to just not work that day. The same way that, we can call in sick or take a day off, it's the same way that we can choose to not record or basically be on social media. There's some people that can't live without their social media. I, for one, can. I can. I do recognize and understand the purpose of social media, because I'm here, right? I'm creating my brand, and I'm, hoping that I'm helping someone through their journey as a quiet person. Um, but yeah. So introverts can be funny, right? We'll say, I'll call you right back, and then realize we met next week. Because I mean, when we say right back, it doesn't have to be like right back. It doesn't have to be like in the next 5 minutes, because we didn't really say I'm gonna call you back in 5 minutes. It's like me being Jamaican. I don't care for when Jamaicans say soon. I really don't, because soon can be any time from tomorrow till never, and it's really annoying. Oh, I'll soon, me soon come, and they should know like 5 hours later. No, so let make sure that if you're dealing with an introvert and they say I'll call you right back, ask them how soon is right back. Another thing is we will say maybe later, knowing fully well that later means never. So these are things that I have basically um recognized about myself. Like, it sometimes it's difficult to say no, especially to some people. And so, like, we'll find some creative ways of saying no, right? So that's two of them. And if I get an invite, I'll probably RSVP yes to an event, and then start manifesting rain or snow in June. Oh gosh, the joys of being an introvert. But you know what? Beneath the laughter is truth. We're not avoiding people, we're protecting peace. And protecting peace is a full-time job, right? So tonight's reminder is simple. Boundaries are not walls. They're bridges to balance. They're how we stay centered, calm, and emotionally aligned. Every time you honor a boundary, you're telling the world, my peace matters. My peace matters. And if you ever forget that, Just wear the T-shirt from T-Shirts and Denim. Mine says recharging. Please come back never. They also have a lot of other cute introvert uh, type T-shirts that are quite cute. I think I'm gonna just try to wear them and display them here. I think that T-shirts actually work because it is a great way to basically get your message across. A few summers ago, I remember wearing one of their T-shirts. It was Weird and Wonderful. No, Weird is Wonderful. Weird is Wonderful. Something like that. I remember Weird and Wonderful is on a shirt. And I was in a park in Manhattan, and a young man asked me, "Oh my God, can I please take a picture of your T-shirt?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." And he said, "My girlfriend told me that I was weird, and I took it personally. And she told me, no, weird is wonderful. So I'm so happy to see this T-shirt." And I said to him, "Yes, weird is indeed wonderful, because sometimes we don't recognize that when you're different, it's wonderful, right? I mean, I feel like who wants to be like everyone else? I really and truly appreciate the fact that I have the strength to walk to the beat of my own drum. I've never been one to fall to peer pressure. And so I love the fact that I am looked at as being different. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and basically like just talk really, really quickly about boundaries. So that's my little chat for tonight. Fun, honest, and hopefully freeing. Boundaries don't make you distant, they make you disciplined. So this week, find one way to protect your peace, whatever that looks like for you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am going back to recharging. Please, all right. Please remember, if you have not picked up my book, is it Unlocking the Introvert, a pocket guide to understanding and interacting with introverts? It's available on societyofintroverts.com, Amazon, and everywhere books are sold online. Christmas is coming, and it will make a fantastic stocking stuffer. It's good for introverts because there's cute little tips in there, so that if you are still trying to figure out yourself and just figure out life, it's good for that. But then it's also good to share with someone who isn't introverted and would like to learn more about their friend who is. All right. So, once again, thank you for joining me tonight. This was day 26.